So far, we've seen voters have their say in Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and this coming weekend in South Carolina, perhaps prompting questions of when Louisiana will get its presidential primary time. Here's the quirky breakdown. Historically, Louisiana has held primaries in early March, with state law requiring municipal races to be 5 weeks after that. But because Easter this year is April 12th, and one more state rule prevents elections within 3 days of a holiday, an April 4th primary it is.
I do think that'll give Louisiana a brief moment in the sun, because I certainly don't think that the Democratic contest will be concluded in early April.
Baton Rouge-based pollster John Couvion says Louisiana's later than usual primary date could help a state often lost in the crowd of March primaries gain more national exposure in this Democratic race.
I could easily see Biden and Bloomberg campaigning here. Maybe Sanders because of his, national strength.
Indeed, polling site 538 shows Bernie Sanders leading the Democrat pack in Louisiana, but in a nod to the state's more moderate slant, former Vice President Joe Biden is close behind. So is Michael Bloomberg, a former New York City mayor with much of Governor John Bel Edwards' re-election team behind him.
Given that you have some top-notch Democratic talent who Bloomberg hired here in Louisiana, they're going to have a much better lay of the land than an out-of-state consultant would. That, to me, gives Bloomberg a head start, although lots depends on what happens with Joe Biden.
Biden himself has hired New Orleans Congressman Cedric Richmond to co-chair his campaign.
He does have some residual loyalty amongst black voters, who of course are a majority of the Louisiana primary electorate.
And while the Louisiana primary may not decide the presidential race, its vote-by-vote breakdown could give Democratic Party leaders a better sense of who they'll need to court before the nationwide November 3rd decision day. Harrison Golden for your local election headquarters.